I am Robb Nash.
Yes, you are.
That's a good answer.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You know what? An amazing story, and we've been talking about how important this is for not just kids and parents and everybody to listen to, but your message is one that needs to get out there. Start from the very beginning. As you came in the studio and we started talking off air, and you said, well, I don't know if you know my story, but I've been dead. Right away you go, you've been dead?
Yeah. Say, what?
Yeah, not a lot of people can say that.
No.
But, yeah, when I was 17, me and my friends were driving. My buddy just got his license. Some black guys, we were being typical teenagers, not thinking about life, and going way too fast. Got hit by a semi-truck, and yeah, I was found dead on arrival. I lost the left side of my skull. My parents were called to see my body. They got the phone call and said, "We're so sorry, but your son was killed in a car accident today." And as you can tell by my voice, I came back to life.
Holy cow.
They put my head back together with titanium, and I'm still going through some surgeries. They just put a metal plate in my chest 2 months ago, and for a while I was just bitter about it, and then one day I just decided not a lot of people get a second chance at life. Maybe I should do something with this, and I thought, what better way to share a story with people than through music. Started the band, had a couple top 10 hits in Canada, and went for it, and got us some influence. And we walked away from our record deal 2 years ago, and we started touring through schools, and now we've spoken with over 750,000 students in this country, sharing our stories, writing songs together with students in prison, people that have committed murder and have a lot of regrets, and we share those stories across with the schools, including here in Edmonton.
Good for you, man. Holy cow.
My daughter came home about a month ago from Devon School, and she said this guy named Robb was in, and he was so cool, and it was one of those turning point kind of things in her life, and she could tell that it moved a lot of the kids in the school, and so that hit home, and we'd already arranged this prior to that, but 750,000 kids have heard your message, and that's pretty amazing. Yeah. Robb Nash is with us from the Robb Nash Project. All the details at robbnash.com. Again, how he can come to your school and talk to the kids, and literally saving lives.
You know what? Tragedy doesn't ever change somebody. Some people say, well, look what you've done with your life because of it. It's kind of good that it happened. No, because there's thousands of people that go through tragedy and never do anything with it. They're in a worse place afterwards. And I could still be sitting at home bitter about the things that are still wrong with me, the fact that I have no feeling in my arm yet, the surgeries that I'm still having. But at some point, you just have to make a decision. We're all going to go through a crappy day. What are we going to do with it? That's up to us. And I'll tell you what, no matter what you've gone through, the more horrific it was, the more of an opportunity to turn that around, do something great with it. We've sat in so many youth prisons with students that have gone through some of the most horrific things you can imagine. The deeper the story, the more chance, and this is what we tell them, to get through it, because your story is going to help somebody else,
Well said.
Yeah, your story is important. We appreciate it. Normally we're on here being idiots. Well, two of us anyway. One of us doesn't play the idiot card as well. But a message like this is so important, so we want to get it across. Thank you for doing what you do, and I know you you feel like you just have to, right? You're giving back for what you've gotten. Again, it's robbnash.com if you want to find out how you can possibly get this guy and his group to be talk to your kids and the teachers and stuff. I imagine you've changed teachers' lives too. I bet you've heard from them too, haven't you?
Every school, somebody walks up, because we say this all the time, but you can walk up to any adult and say, what do you do? And they know what they do and they know how they do it. Very few know why. And we encourage the young people, find out why you're doing it. I never grew up going, I want to be, what do you want to be, Robb? I never wanted to be a rock star. My worst mark in school was music. Yeah. I couldn't make it.
Rock stars.
Yeah. I couldn't make it into the choirs because my voice wasn't good enough. But it wasn't about what I wanted to do. It's why I wanted to do it. Yeah. And if we base our lives first with the why, and for me, my why was I want to tell my stories so that kids don't have to get hit by a semi-truck like I did before they realized my life has purpose, that I can help people. My life doesn't start when I'm 25, 35, 45. I can impact people now as a teenager, and I can make a difference. And that's why we do it. That's why we do it. And like you said, teachers walk up and say, I forgot why I started working at school, or I have no purpose. And people, we started just with me walking away from a record deal. Now we have like 41 people, including a 3-time Emmy-nominated Hollywood movie guy that he walked away from what he was doing in Hollywood to come film what we do. If you go to our website, robbnash.com, and I spell Robb with 2 B's, a video pops up that he made. He follows us around just capturing the videos of what we do. 3 Emmy nominations, and he says I'm good at what I do, but I had no purpose behind it. He goes, so I'm leaving Hollywood to come work with you because we all have that desire to do something that actually is impacting people. And for all of us, and you guys at Chorus, I want to thank you guys because you've stepped up. You've got Chasma and Promotions here, and she stepped up in both here and with your talk radio station here in Calgary, everything like that. You guys are helping promote what we do. You're helping us get this message across, and that means a ton to us because you sure as heck don't have to. We're not Justin Bieber,
Yeah, well, I've been inspired.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, that might be a good thing.
Yeah. I've been inspired. I know that. I tell you what, fantastic. Thank you for your very important message. Thank you for doing what you do. Again, it affected my daughter a month ago at her school. So you're making a difference, and hopefully there's people listening right now. There might be people that are considering suicide, that are in a very sad situation with alcohol and drug dependence and stuff like that.
Well, there's just somebody at a school who treats another kid like an ass, and you know what? Maybe you're thinking, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that.
We've had the simplest things like that. In Calgary, 4 students wrote us and said, hey, after your message, we didn't have any big life-changing thing that we could do, but we decided to stop picking on this one kid. We went back a year later, and that student came up and said, I was going to kill myself, but after you came to our school, I just got treated a bit better. And that was the difference.
That's cool.
And yeah, we get told all the time. It's huge. And this school year, we've had 9 students hand in their suicide notes to us. I can't say that enough. 9 students that had their note on them. What? They're waiting for somebody to push them over the edge or somebody to reach out. And there's only so many places we can go, and that's why we're encouraging students to do it for us.
Well, good on you for having big hands and catching those kids.
Yeah, and there's parents listening right now that are going, in the back of their mind, you never want to think about your kid taking their own life. But is there anything they can be doing? Is there anything a parent can be doing in regards to that?
Well, honestly, watch for it. Follow your heart. Try to watch those signs that but also look for somebody that might be close to them. That maybe they're not talking to you, but look for a friend and say, or look to an aunt or a cousin that might be close to them and say, can you let me know how they're doing? And those are things to watch for. And, for us, obviously, I've died. I'm a pretty spiritual guy. And, I'm all about following my heart and that voice inside, and that's an important part.
So as a parent, if you have a feeling there might be something wrong, there might be something wrong, right?
Check on it. Yeah, don't ignore it. And don't be so caught up in your own life that you're not seeing what's happening right underneath you.
Robb Nash with 2bs.com. You can get more details. A very, very special man. Thank you for spending the time. This has been extremely valuable for us, and I'm sure our audience as well.
Cheers. Appreciate it, guys.